So, una wey dey watch me, this na quick message on the mpox sick na salon wey dey comot from Liberty Online TV. As of today, the case dem na salon just dey go up. For make sure say you no get this sick, National Public Health Agency don say before wash we and all time, avoid boku shakan and up, and no go near person wey get the signs dem of mpox. And sef, if you sabi anybody wey get high fever or rash and body, make im rush go na hospital one time. This message dey come to you from Liberty Online TV.
A nation forged in resilience from the ashes of the 11 years brutal civil war through the shadows of Ebola, COVID-19, and the mudslide. Sierra Leone rises, but the journey is far from over. Governance strain. Youth demand more. Women demand more. 60% in poverty. But what if the solutions lie not in silence, but in dialogue? This is not another talk show. This is State of the Nation, where every voice feels change. From Freetown to Kono, we are turning debate into action. No script, no spin, just Sierra Leoneans rewriting their future together. So we bring you a movement not just to speak, but to be heard. Speak out. Hold power to account. This is your nation. This is your voice. This is State of the Nation. Only on Liberty TV on Facebook, YouTube, and on www.libertytvonline.com. Every month, the last Sunday, 7 to 9 p.m. Tune in. The nation is watching.
I think currently I have a thing for Vicky Remo.
Hello viewers, we don dey bring different content dem to you, and we no dey tire for make the content dem wey you like. And now, we dey bring fun and shots with Adri. This na game show wey say your favorite celebrity, social media influencers, students, and other people go play game dey like truth and shots, charades, riddles, and other game dem wey you sef go learn from. This content will come to you every Sunday, 9 o'clock na net. Now all the Liberty Online TV social media platforms then.
She chose number one. She's always number one.
Period.
On top.
Period. On top.
Yeah, man.
So not miss out. Join me for laugh with your favorite celebrity and social media influencers then.
You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
welcome to the first edition of the Breakfast Show for this week, where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV with a stream na Facebook, YouTube, and also now a website where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. We will bring the program come to you this Monday morning. My name na Khadija Bangura.
And me na Mabel Kaba. Good morning. Today na Monday, and inside this edition of the Breakfast Show, we can look at the APC in opposition 7 years down the line. Also, we ask the question if the APC don't really they play effective role in opposition inside the past 7 years. Now that's not the question today we will ask as we studio guests and go for can tell we whether or not the APC really don't serve in the capacity as opposition as expected by the public.
Well, this and other story them, then at the program for you this morning, plus yourself with the watch we go get the opportunity for add your voice to the conversation. As of last week, we only bring different topics them for set the agenda for public discourse as na that Liberty TV stand for. Well, today we ask the question, 7 years in opposition, how effective the All People's Congress, APC party don't be for all governments accountable on critical issues them where the public can get concerned about. For can help we assess the 7 years in opposition of the 7 years in opposition, we get the National Publicity Secretary for the All People's Congress APC party, we na Alhaji Sidi Yaya Tunis. Good morning, Alhaji, and welcome to the Breakfast Show.
Good morning, Khadija. Thank you very much for getting me here. I like how you emphasize the Alhaji.
All right, well, for can talk how they feel as governments, how the opposition, don't they support them in terms of them programs and agenda them, or if the opposition not only supports them for ensure that they succeed in governance, we get the outgoing public relations officer where they step in for the national outgoing public relations officer, Lahai Lawrence Lima, way because of unforeseen circumstances, able for make as nine face within at the flyer, but we get another outgoing publicity secretary for the North America region, where they with we na the program this morning for can talk then in governance, how the opposition don't support them for ensure say they succeed in all the development agenda them. We get Mada, Lance Patrick Mada Koroma with we at the studio this morning. Good morning, Mr. Koroma, and welcome to the Breakfast Show.
Good morning, Khadija, and then good morning, my brother, Mr. Tunis, and everyone, and then good morning, Sierra Leoneans. Thank you for having me.
All right, well, that's now with two studio guests that will get this morning as Mr. Koroma. Instead they with we for talk how then as party in governance, don't they assess the opposition, they support them. Well, we'll go start with Sidi Yaya Tunis because now there they can assess this morning as opposition party 7 years, how effective they don't be for play their role as opposition, how they don't the only government accountable on critical national issues, them especially one them where the public can get interest. And if you talk to another school of thoughts, then go say the APC not don't be effective in opposition, especially we don't they talk them from people in governance like the chief minister we always can call the APC out, say they're on progressive opposition, don't they reward them like disruptive opposition, but for let themselves assess themselves this morning how effective they don't be. We throw the question to you, Mr. Tunis. 7 years down the line, on a don't day in opposition from 2018, 2023 up to this moment, President Bill, 7 years, almost they go into 8 years next year. On a role as opposition.
Thank you very much, Khadija. And I'm glad you for there this morning, like I stated earlier. Let us start first of all for make family they understand, say, we they operate under a democratic governance. And what that means, it means we get a governance system, also we get political parties they contest, and also we get a ruling party and we get an opposition. But of course, all of these activities are governed by the laws of this land. The political parties are governed by laws. The government also governed by laws. And in addition to that, we get enablers. Enablers, institutions and organizations we're supposed to ensure, say, collectively with government, the democratic process work. What do I mean by that? They one in government, then get responsibilities enshrined in the constitution of this country. for ensure sake then govern, in line with the laws of Sierra Leone, provide the basics for the people of this country. We guarantee the human rights, the basic rights, such as the rights to good health, water, safe drinking water, education, and even the right to freedom of expression, freedom and of association, and all of them things then they. And then, of course, you get we part. The opposition, we rule with primary responsibility now for ensure, say, we checkmate government, for make sure, say, one, they operate within the laws provided by the country, and also for ensure, say, waiting they promise the people of this country in the manifesto, we check them on that. And if that is, going by that, I go say we in the opposition, we have been very effective at that for the past 7 years. There is not a single program or single time where we in the opposition don't feel, say, government don't go against the laws of this country, we will not step up, we will not speak out. There is not a single time where we feel, say, government, they go against the wishes of the people of this country, we will not don't step up, we will not don't speak out, and we will not don't make known to the public. We therefore, first of all, understand, say, opposition engagement with governance get structures and get layers. I remember a couple of years ago, now this thing I've been talking at 98.1, where I spent 3 nights in prison, and I repeat I'm back now today. Opposition engagement with government get 3 layers, or 3 levels, whichever way you call it. One, direct engagement with government, which we have been doing in form of letters, in form of requests for meet with the president. And of course, waiting we do so now, come na radio, talk about issues, go na parliament, challenge issues in parliament, challenge issues in councils, which we have been doing. And then when all our one they fail, in the process of then challenges, then they also, you get a right for take legal actions. Certain thing and they for take go to court. We have done all of that. And then the last part, now the people themselves, where the people go come now and take over the governance using the democratic means, when at the ballot box, where the law give them. The problem we have been facing in this country is this, Khadija. As much as the opposition don't be effective, they find out, say, in addition to the opposition voices being suppressed, all other voices and all the other enablers then they wait for make sure that democracy operate effectively, they've all been captured. So in actual fact, with the exception of the opposition, it is now very difficult for see any other critical voice or other critical voices speak against the ills we will continue and repeatedly they see in this country. And the unfortunate thing also is this. Whereas the opposition, they played a role, most times, where they see it is being reduced, as much as the problem or the issue will be so serious, it is being reduced to issue between the APC and the SLPP. So even where the opposition, they talk about issue where they affect every Sierra Leonean, but as long as now APC can sit on a radio, they talk. It is watered down to APC SLPP issue, and then it becomes political issue, even where it is a national issue. So you find out, say now, civil society, now an enabler of democracy, these are representatives of people who are supposed for the speaker, they're not the speaker. The bulk of the media, you have the critical voice, you are being labeled. Una self we sidoya, una na living witness. In your heart to heart, una self na ya no say, because of una critical views, una independent views, you have many times been labeled. We will consider both APC and SLPP talk about issues, but if you dare talk about critically issue where they affect the people of this country, then go say you get regime change agenda. So yes, we have been very effective considering the circumstances we will face ourselves in this country, the circumstances under which we don't operate from 2018 to now. There is hardly any major opposition figure we not don't see either jail, or we not don't see court, or we not don't get some form of harassment because of critical voices or because it is stand up on issues. Even where the law give protection to elected officials, we see that they don't dissipate repeatedly under this administration. The role of the opposition are for able to engage government for law and discuss critical issues. Unfortunately, I will say, unfortunately, that one did not exist between we and the current administration.
You make mention, say, where they analyze how effective the APC don't be in opposition inside the past 7 years, you say una don't be an effective voice, play on a role as an opposition, but you also make mention, say, in as much as una don't be effective, you guys are being suppressed. This oppression and suppression parts of them give instances where as an opposition, una feel like there is a suppression from the government.
I'll start with Parliament. Parliament now one body way independent as per the constitution of this country. Their operations independent. We get 3 arms of government na salon. The executive, we headed by the president. The judiciary, we headed by the chief justice, and the legislative, we the parliament, we headed by the speaker. Parliament then get immunities we them for enjoy. You know, just like how the president get immunities, just like how the chief justice and other administrations they get immunities. Parliament, then they make laws for we, and then they represent the people of this country. Now then, basically, now the voices of the people of Sierra Leone. We see many times, not to one, not to twice, at least 3 times, police, they don't go to the well of Parliament, they beat opposition MPs, they even lock sitting members of Parliament them up. Today, we have lost the likes of Honorable Sheriff Kiru, where then lock na Parliament and prison, a day is sick, a couple of days, he's dead. You know, so we don't see instances of that. Me, when I'm the main opposition mouthpiece, I don't spend 3 nights at CID. Other opposition figures, then they don't beat, they don't lock up, you know, severally, you know, the mayor being suppressed, even with presidential candidates for the 2018-2023 elections, how many times a day in a court? We are all persons of interest. We then call we politically exposed persons. Mabel, Khadija, when we travel, there are some of us, the moment you step in the airport, sometimes they put you aside first. You're not a politically exposed person. I don't go to bank, me own account, na bank, I don't get access to it. The bank not able to tell me, who that tell them for block me account. So really, yes, I don't get access to me own bank account. Then they say, oh, somebody give instruction for block this account. Who that? I go open account, then tell me say I get for wait for let them get clearance first. A citizen of this country, I want open bank account, then get for wait for get clearance from somebody for let her able open account. And then we they go through all of that. But in any case, we still continue for do we role as opposition.
Now, so you don't turn it for the past 5 years or not just this second term of the SLPP?
Since 2018. In fact, it is better now after 2023 election. But between 2018 to 2023, I go say it was very difficult for any opposition figure. To a point that even the former president was not spared. We all don't see that one day. Was not spared in the harassment and the opposition. You know, so as much as, you know, people go see like, no, under the circumstances, then we have been very effective. And in all of this, that is why when people can sit down, they say, oh, opposition destructive, opposition unprogressive. In all of this, we have been very, very much liberal. We have been very, very much careful for keep this country peaceful, for keep this country safe. And in all of this also, we have not stopped. We not ever stop with efforts for continue for engaged government. Because we as opposition, we always get one belief. We in our government in waiting. So the last thing we want for do, for ensure say, then what will do under President Nkrumah for 11 years will lead to the construction of many roads, where by the way, don't pour now at the can this morning is also potholes. It's unbelievable. Will lead to the increase in supply of electricity in this country. Will lead to the increase in the supply of water across this country, including my home district, Pujao. Will lead to the construction of schools, over 500 classrooms. Will lead to the construction of hospitals, will lead to the free healthcare. The last thing we want for see, now for ensure say we take a destructive path where they reverse then gains them all. We
they now
we'll go on for your
staging protest, coup d'etat, making attempts for unseat a democratic government. All of these allegations on the battle with them.
I was going to come to those things, but I'm glad the way you don't ask them question indeed. Another enabler of democracy. Protest is part of democracy. We as opposition don't ever call protesters. And I always tell government, men don't wish for that. For let the APC call protests in this country. The citizens of this country get right for call for protest. And the law give them the right. Then get the channels where they for go through for make that one day happen. And this is again the other problem we they face. Anytime citizens they grab, they raise their voice, they say now opposition. For God's sake, what will be in our power? People be the protest. Market women be the protest for issues will be they affect them. School picking up be the protest for issues will be they affect them. You know, in countries, organizations they call protest. George Floyd in issue now America, not to opposition caller. Now organizations organizer. Quite recently, there were protests in Liberia, not to opposition, now organizations. So these are all enablers of democracy. But here, when citizens want to raise their voice, they say, oh, na APC. So even where people have nothing, people where they do them protests, not get nothing for do it APC, people in the APC, they end up for suffer. People who were red, where sometimes just that day they not red, they end up for suffer. Either they end up in jail or they end up dead. To date, we all see the report from the Special Investigative Committee. People who had nothing to do with the protest, they were dragged out of their homes and shot to death. Prisoners, they in a prison. We all they under curfew order. Now this country, we all they under curfew. Opposition, we all they don't know we host them, they sleep. Then go to prison, then bond, then kill prisoners, then put up our opposition, say we're not terrorists. To this day, we don't know how many defenseless prisoners then die. We talk to. The civil societies, a lot of them, pull press releases. They accuse me. For God's sake, Khadija, Mabel, coffee order. Would I get the authority for the inner street during coffee?
Sidi, we go come back to you. Continue for the weeks. Let me just bring we other studio guests in. When a matter from the SLPP, now una den governance. And like we say this morning at this edition of the Breakfast Show, they ask if how effective the APC don't be in opposition in terms of holding government to account. It don't lay the premise as to waiting in belief say they don't do. And according to them, it believes they don't be effective from the SLPP where they in governance. Firstly, how you go describe the APC in opposition?
Thank you very much, Mabel. I would describe them as very destructive, very dishonest, and then a set of people we form a political party very unprogressive in Sierra Leone. You know, there are two expectations of any opposition party. One, the country they expect to now follow and give constructive criticism, whether they go give an opportunity to government or put government to its toes for able to do more for the citizenry. Because opposition then serve the part of governance. Because when you watch the APC, then they're in the parliament, then they also in the executive arms, because they got a lot of APC people that will President Bio appoint. That tells how President Bio is very inclusive in the governance system. And then number two, expectation, where we always, citizens then can always get for an opposition, therefore able to get alternative approach on anything with government they do. But sadly enough, these are things we're lacking, where APC not ever do. Always think APC engage themselves into, now for ensure say they establish gerrymandering in this country, then create insecurity in this country, and then destroy our economy. We lead this country in austerity. And I'll tell you one thing. The issue of gerrymandering, for me, viewers, and we maybe they don't understand what that they mean. Now, a situation wherein a government where things are unpopular, unserious, not good for the country, where they go create different constituencies, them, chiefdoms, only to their own stronghold, so that they go get advantage for get more people in the parliament. So that is what APC did. We all see in 2015 census, to me they not count me. President Nkrumah former, he create that census day, he do gerrymandering at the north. Because presumption, they go say, more people than at the north, they support APC. Well, me no saying a lie. But however they did it, then create 2 districts. When President Nkrumah created 2 districts, and the argument was na colonial district. But this man, Mr. Tunis, when I'm a Pujan brother, and no say President Nkrumah cheated. He deprived him because Panguma and the other side them, they were also colonial districts. But APC created that. And they created more constituencies in the north. You know why? It was intentional. Because APC be no say then they lost the 2018 elections. They no say they don't mess up, they don't create austerity. Austerity means with all the resources in the country, we don't eat all. When we are in a house, we have been cook 10 compress. No day, job no day. The party can say, well, better not do so that 10 compress will reduce to 5 compress. So now austerity.
Now the same thing the SLPP government, you party within governance now they're about for do, and at the same justification, the Minister of Local Government and Community Affairs who host an Tambalamina Gise, now based on waiting the former government left, say they're supposed for do because government are continuity. Now the same 2 new districts, then they're about for create so. Does that mean una no say una they lost the next election?
At the camp, that's not the analogy I'm building. At the bring Sierra Leoneans and let them understand the reason where APC been do that gerrymandering, where they know say it was wrong. They know. Why then do them? They be no say they lost, then bring a lot of people in a parliament so that they go plenty for create chaos.
So then I can ask you the question, if not the same reputation the SLPP government want for do, because the SLPP government they about for do the same thing where happened 2018 where you say the APC by then they know say then they lost the elections. So for now get a constructive conversation, just clear that side, then you can proceed.
President Bio, they always come now. President Bio now the answer to the prayer of Sierra Leoneans. President Bio, they always show up for clean the mess where APC don't cause, for bring justice to Sierra Leoneans them, for make things fix. For example, seditious libel law, where the man there APC been put years back, where then the whole journalists in the jail there, journalist Samura there, then beat Sente and kill them. Tambabayo when are the journalists, then beat until so those are the messes President Bio can clear. It bring happiness to even the journalists them. It remove the seditious libel law. So what the President Bio they do now for clear the mess where APC be don't cause, for bring justice to Sierra Leoneans and let there be equity in anything where Sierra Leoneans do. That dishonesty they wipe them off. Now getting back to why they create gerrymandering, so that they will bring more people than equity than do, for they create chaos because they know say they lost. And secondly, they want to use that as an opportunity for dent President Bio in long-standing democratic and human rights profile.
So when the SLPP want create new district now, so Patrick, does that mean una no say una they lost the next election? That's not my question.
No, we know they lost the next election.
But you guys are about doing the same thing where they criticize the APC for.
But that's what I'm answering. That's the question I'm answering. President Bio is doing that for correct the injustice What APC been doing?
What's the correction there?
The injustice is
adding 2 more districts again.
If President Biobo want become very bad, it will remove them back. Because it will remove, I say, not correct.
Then,
but
the SLPP be they criticize them.
Yes, but
so why not can correct them by removing it rather than repeating the same?
No, remove them.
Rather than repeating the same thing, will be they criticizing opposition.
You know why not go remove them? A government na continuity, and sometimes a heart. They say where they go. They say would I put clothes underwater? They know they blame them. We say they broke. Now would I pull them? So now. The country money now they use for creating the student. So removing that they again for create a dent because we don't already inherit a very a weak economy. So President Bill, what he get for do? Then APC then justification was na colonial district and then bring. And I say okay, no worries. Then if na colonial district and then bring, then there are other 2 colonial districts where they'll all bring up. Fair enough. So now the justification where APC then do that gerrymandering, where talks enough for then President Bio in profile, then demonstrate in a parliament. My brother they tell we say, then go pull parliamentarian in the well of parliament. Of course, go to United States. Then they hold Senate them very recently. Then they arrest them. These are things that they happen. They not put you as parliamentarian for go become disruptive. Now what did they do? The Court of Sierra Leone, APC, very lawless. The Court of Sierra Leone in judgment, and very important. When the court don't pass a judgment, say, then one day with the petition, then 10 parliamentarians, and the court order of a state, therefore remove and enough for goodie, the wrong goodie.
That's it.
The court order is nothing you can play with.
Back to the issue of gerrymandering, where you say now in the APC been do the tell them being created new districts. If not to the same thing the SLPP they repeat, the do me or do you politics. How you go explain establishing new districts and aside them where are being considered as SLPP stronghold?
If I lie to you, APC for glad. Because the system where President Bio they bring that proportional representation, APC gets. Member of Parliament. Wait. No, when they talk about Parliament, we talk about Parliament. The gerrymandering they do on a Parliament.
You just say
they
bring proportional representation. Is that confirmed now? Saying that the system that
no, me I want to be, and I don't encourage President Bio say do ya continue that PR system because they make the opposition say they glad.
President Bio they listen to you.
Oh yes, they listen to me because I'm a citizen of Sierra Leone. And they listen to me based on that fact as a citizen, like many other people. Because you see, the winners take all is not good for a democratic state. Today, APC no they get no member of parliament at Kailan. Pass way then go rogue, then go drape somebody, then set bad precedents, then drape us away. We then do it can't second before then go do election. Then go say no, let the second man come. And we then do until the
creation of new districts them go give advantage to the opposition. If you say now that balance the
district is not giving advantage to opposition, it's giving justice to Sierra Leoneans.
How? When a considered stronghold and they do the division.
Maybe.
How will it happen?
When you did a house, your papa go buy gift. Una phone a house. They go buy gift. Christmas they come. They buy only for you and Khadija. The other one then they not buy for them. Is that fair? So if the next year your papa say okay well until we don't buy it for una then suits them una leg well then other one they no been get but they suppose forget that they right let her buy for them then suits there why you for vex? So this is the point.
So it's the politics of do me or do you?
It's not do me or do you. We are not harming them. We are making justice.
It's my own stronghold, isn't it?
It's not stronghold. Their justification was na colonial district then. Correct? They did not say that. Not so. They are colonial district. And we have 4 colonial districts. So if you are bringing colonial district, we agree. Bring everyone.
Patrick, back to the question we'll ask you earlier and the topic we discuss. Would they assess the APC 7 years in opposition? How effective they don't be for all government accountable? Alhaji Sidi Tunis, during his submission, input several instances them where they restrict them not for be very effective in terms of holding governments accountable. One, he said the space no day for let them be that kind of effective opposition, because if they talk anything against the government, we say in a victim of that. The government, they use the police, the judiciary, then they lock them up as opposition. That kind space not there for let them work collaboratively, because governance supposed to be collaboration between the government and the opposition. President Biona, one person way, don't they define himself say in a father of democracy. If you're a father of democracy, you stay in governance. Why not creating the enabling environment for work together with the opposition?
Well, you don't see where I mentioned, say, APC, they're extremely dishonest. You know, they are not doing justice to even themselves. No wonder.
Dishonesty
That's what I'm calling. No wonder President Bio say APC not good for themselves. They're not good for that, for this country. And that is a prophetic statement which President Bio make. It's not only a policy statement, because they are displaying it. When President Bio come for create an enabling environment, what you do is establish peace commission. Because them are, when they can power, they don't lose. They not go accept responsibility, say now then carelessness make them loss. Now because they not been they do well, they be they lie, they not be able to put resources into their business, they been they preach tribalism, do a campaign, they not be able to campaign all over the country. With the Yeri Samura Kama been the largest tribe, where they go vote for this man in tribe, in the coast there. With the Eric Akisoya, all over the place, then they lie, but they say they don't get blood. So all them dishonesty, the Secretary General go chair in your close, he was exposed with all them dishonesties there. They're not able to do anything. Where people then they watch, they say, oh, them people will encourage them. You understand what I mean? So now, when President Bio, when they lost election, because they were very unserious, they were not even ready for that elections, they said they need to go to court. You see how President Bio nice? President Bio, a consultative, elect dialogue, they encourage them, a build peace commission. He said, do you, even with the by rights, therefore don't drive them now. If left small, therefore don't come out, they not for don't go back to parliament. If they're not good, they're not for don't worry about it. The next people, this man no. That's a law. APC lawless. There's a law. If you don't go to parliament a certain amount of time, you are going to be axed out. Then do have to charge my guy. Now this country.
Government be the request for international moral guarantor them for can talk between them and the APC.
You just talk say President Bio now the father of democracy. Me, if not me, President Bio. If APC they're not going to parliament, how they drive it? The law they drive it. Me.
Also, law we get the president.
The law inside the 1991 constitution. Not to president the drive. Now you the drive say because there's a specific time where they take. If you not come back to parliament, you don't lose your seat. And Dr. Abbas Bundu be remind them every time. Then do have to charge my guy in this country. But APC they do the whole and they hold the man, they lock and sell because they don't know, they don't like opposition. So what happened? President Bio still become magnanimous because now he wanted the space there. He create peace commission. He called, they say when I called them, when I left them. That's why I don't lost. They had to run one. They don't get nothing for offer. All waiting and getting now for create insecurity. Now for tell lies. They lie, they do it, they don't tell they all, then they can't explain them back to them. Watch no more than campaign them. Then President Bio create a tripartite. That tripartite we create now for two reasons. One, let them review the electoral laws the way all might be they complain about every time. Then number two, for let them give them my space, let them can't talk to them, let them go for Selena because they are part of governance. But them have been the lie.
Patrick, not to President Bio, not to President Bio create the tripartite. The tripartite born out of the Bintumani 3 peace negotiation where the opposition and the government go into after the 2023 elections, where the opposition refused to accept the outcome of the elections because of transparency and accountability issues, especially in transmitting the results. They say they know they take part in governance. Government requests the international moral guarantor them for come between them and the opposition. From their negotiation then get 8-point resolution. The resolution 3 now for create a tripartite committee for looking at all the issues them come na the table then talk. So President Bio not create a tripartite committee. Now, genuinely, as a somebody of the SLPP, you think una don't create the space for let the APC support una in terms of una development agenda?
You can see where APC no ever support with that. Allow me outright.
Una don't create the space.
Of course, a lot. You don't talk about peace commission. Who created peace commission?
Una don't create a space for let una work together.
You cannot create a space without a structure, without a system. That's how the nation works. Besides, you see what they say the lawless not of APC. If you know say you're dissatisfied, on an election. What did the 1991 constitution state? When an APC writes that constitution, now APC government and then sit down, they write that law. So they are lawless. The law say, waiting. You for going to court. Did they go to court? No. Not to jungle justice with the opinion.
They don't trust the
Well, then they not trust their own law with they set in 1991. So this is the lawless, the law. Let tell you, Khadija, whether the law good or a bad or you should respect and obey that law until it is repealed.
Mother, apart from the Peace Commission, where you say government set up for choosing a space standing for the opposition, whose other pointers them you get for say as a ruling government una create an atmosphere for let the opposition able for contribute and participate in governance, because governance not to just order to win election.
Dialogue and inclusiveness. President B is very good at that. The SLP government is very good at that. Very recently, when I see the leader of parliament, Mr. Kagbo, right? Honorable. No, the APC, Honorable Abdul Kagbo. When I see recently, when I see public, where President B engage them. Whenever President B come with beautiful policies, let them enact this one in the interest of Sierra Leoneans.
Engagement from President Bio. According to what we get, the opposition went there to congratulate him on an election as ECOWAS chair.
So you don't see opposition, then they always lie. Them Maya they lie. Them Maya not trust. If the Maya don't go lie.
Communication and then talk that day.
Well,
not on the opposition. And
that's what you talk about how they engage, and that's why I'm bringing out to you. I'm not talking about the content of what happened. We are talking about if the president is creating an enabling environment for the opposition. Yes, he's dialoguing with them. He's engaging them. Every laws within the creating of this country, APC involved. Every decision where government they take, APC involved. But you know the problem? They are extremely dishonest to a point that then they even go lie, say, not to be named down the way they've been giving.
Okay, let me take for instance, the right for protest, where according to Sidi, nothing where citizens they want for do, no sooner they want for do then they tag and say they are all oppositions.
Okay.
And because of that, they can be penalized.
Nobody has penalized any APC for protest. Which the APC ever?
You don't justify, say, don't sleep na detention because it in opposition and want for say something against the government.
Now protest, go protest with the whole. Which time in this country, where APC party, don't ever go say we want to protest as a party, then government deny. Then number two, this country is the country of law. We know they behave, the people's life needs to be protected. Not a small amount of people they come for disrupt the system or the structures of governance. No, there is a law. This man know Naya. When you want to protest, you don't establish and just know. When you want to protest in this country, you get the channels where they go through. And many a time when they see the police, they put out notice. If you want protest, when I come, they will never go. Because then they prefer for day behind for creating security so that President Bio in my right profile where we don't build, then go begin tell international community then, oh, you see, they kill we don't cause problem. This man will be the tell and say, now bad man, when President Bio is the best man for this country. He's the prayers, he's the answer to our prayer. And most of the things the way President Bio they do with kind heart. If me not president, I'm not a taker of this country.
All right, Patrick, continue for day with we. Just a disclaimer, we reach out to the outgoing National Publicity Secretary for consider with the APC National Publicity Secretary, but this morning a callback say get some issues we make a send Patrick Madakoma, we na the outgoing publicity secretary for the North America branch of the SLPP. So it is sitting for Lahai Lawrence Lima, as na Lahai Lawrence Lima we establish contacts for consider with Sidi Yaya Tunis for get this conversation on this topic. When they come back to you, Alhaji Sidi Tunis, Mr. Coleman had used several adjectives for describe una. One is say una dishonest, una disruptive, a lot of adjectives. We make in think say that make una not become effective in supporting their young government programs and agenda for let them succeed.
Well, in the first place, I tell God thank you that He give me the patience for painfully sit down and listen Patrick display in lack of knowledge and lack of understanding of issues. And that is why I'm here as the opposition mouthpiece for educate them and for let the public know the fact. They don't accuse we a lot now of dishonesty, of destruction, of being destructive, of being a party where they lie and all that thing they do. But the only person we don't display a lot of dishonesty now this morning. In the first place, we they are for discuss how effective the opposition on day for 7 years. But you see how cleverly they try for promote the agenda of proportional representation and gerrymandering, where then they plan for do. Look, we are a country of laws. Anything we government want for do, the laws then clear as to the steps and the processes where you for take for go about them. We as opposition will not sit by and allow the SLPP for flout the laws and then feel say then go get away with it. Not this time. They accuse we of being destructive. Maybe not the time this will really get for be destructive. Because if they think say we get for sit down and fold with hands and just make them do whatever they want for do about the things that we then they talk about now. So no, we will not. Anything where the people of this country no want, whether not the creation of districts or whether not proportional representation or whether once the people of this country not approve, trust me, we, the party, the APC, will go stand behind the people of this country and will not go allow it. Let me be very clear on that. Now, I'll account to some of the things that we state. In the first place, not to APC create seditious libel. Go back to history. It was created by you, the SLPP, under Sir Albert Magai, and with the aim for suppress the APC. I just come out of with topic small for educate you on that. So it was never created by the APC. Secondly, the APC not ever hand over a battered economy to the SLPP. You guys, I'm coming. Where you be the talk and not disrupt you. This is how they come.
Hand over battered economy. How do you define austerity?
Where you be the talk, you talk all, you cause, we all can cause and no interrupt you. Be civil, let educate you.
But it's allowed in such a discussion. That is allowed.
So, whenever hand over a battered economy, you guys inherited an economy with a reserve of $500 million, where now 6 months of, we go allow we 6 months gap in case anything happen. That has now been reduced to 1.8 months under owner. Would I inherit an economy of a 6.5% GDP growth, where, of course, when I don't dissipate down the look, austerity and economic management, where the economic situation on the bad, you introduce management policies for bounce the economy back. Under the APC, because of the way we manage this economy, it became one of the fastest growing economy in the world. You know that. And then we had the twin shocks of Ebola and the rise in prices of, iron ore and other commodities. We make the economy collapse. It go to minus 21 GDP. So we had to introduce economic measures then. We go allow we for bounce the economy back. That is why we introduce what you want now. They dishonestly, they say, oh, because the economy bad, we introduce austerity. That is simply waiting our austerity. And waiting have been these austerity measures we introduce. I come in as minister 2016 and meet up that one day. My very first trip as minister was to the UN, na US. The finance minister tell me, say, look, the only way, because of the way our economy is now, the only way you can go to US, you get for go economy. We're not going to buy you business class because we want to make sure we manage the economy. I went to the US in economy class as minister. So now then kind of responsible measures then they will put in place where then Briar, they can't take then they twist and turn. You understand? But the fact of the matter is, just hearing from Patrick, you go tell, say, which party now the destructive party in this country. You go tell which party now the dishonest party. You go tell which party don't they lie. Look, the figures not they lie. The economy not they lie. You lie, say the figure will expose you. This country, the people of this country don't experience the economy under APC. They don't experience the economy under the SLPP. So I don't even need for talk on that. That's another topic altogether. But let me come back to our topic. Clearly, and they talk about parliament. Look, the laws are clear, Mabel. If the court the order say, then for removing members of parliament, fine. They remove them, even though they not remove them in a proper way, but they remove them. But what in the law say? If after election you remove member of parliament, you get for go back for let the people that elect whether they want. Did they do that? They not do that. What did they do instead? Then go take parliamentarians the way people are not elect, then send them go parliament because those who are SLPP parliamentarians we can second. So why they not do the same for 110? Because the one we can second 110 now be NGC. So what did they do? Then call by election at 110 simply because not to SLPP person been did. So would that dishonesty and that? We don't see total state capture of all the institutions there. You can't tell the police, the forces, they talk about destructive. We as opposition party, Mabel, when you don't see now this country, security forces during election, then go to opposition office, then shoot they, then kill more man than they. It happened. And then you sit on here, they talk about APC being destructive, APC being dishonest. No, the people of this country know. With policies, now one way people driven. That is why when you came, you inherited a fuel was 6,000 a liter. Oh, now can go take 32,000 a liter.
Governments don't create a leverage for those not able to thrive on. For instance, we say we get rights for protest, if not for protest, but we not ever as an opposition say we want for protest.
Mabel, do you know that in this country, for even whole meeting, we opposition, whole meeting, self now, you get for right to police? For let the IG give you clearance. If you want for left right now for go corner, you get for call police, you get for right. Say one go hold meeting at corner. IG get for give you clearance. When anybody don't ever request for protest now, they don't grant you. Just mere statement, we get for be. I would talk about the things the way they make you effective opposition. Just mere statements where they make. You when I don't see that severally, then they invite me. Just recently, people we want for run for offices, now them party, they already the kind statements the way they make. Oh, APC na party we like war. Now me no more go able give them war. Now me no more go able give them war. So now I make when I want PR like me. Come on, man. That a civilized way than they for run a democracy. No. We they see a lot of mediocrity and with democracy now. Because we get people where they govern, we don't respect the law, we don't usurp the laws, we don't influence every That is why Monday they're not even able to pay salaries. We spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, they pay private jets.
They come back to you, take short break, Mr. Tunis, so come back, you will continue.
Ready for more options? The UVA digital experience. Same features on a bigger screen, same login on any device. Send money, pay bills, top up airtime and data. Manage all your accounts. Switch up the look. Save for your goals. Get insights on your accounts, schedule upcoming payments, and more. Visit internetbanking.ubagroup.com to get started.
Sierra Leone Brewery Limited Notice of Meeting. Notice is hereby given that the next annual general meeting for members of the Sierra Leone Brewery Limited will be held on Wednesday, 23rd July 2025 at 1:30 p.m. via Microsoft Teams link for the financial year of 2024 and for the following purposes: to receive the reports of the directors, the balance sheet as at 31st December 2024, together with the profit and loss accounts for the year ended on that date, and the reports of the auditors therein. To elect the new directors of the board, to fix the remuneration of the directors, to reappoint the auditors, and to authorize the directors to fix the auditors' remuneration. A member of the company who is not attending the meeting is entitled to appoint a proxy to attend and to vote in his or her stead. Dated this day by the order of the board. Signed, Menisa Sise, Esquire, Company Secretary. Shareholders wishing to attend the meeting or have concerns can reach the Company Secretary Menisa Sise at SLBL Wellington Industrial Estate or email menisa.sise@heineken.com on or before 18th July 2025. Shareholders are also encouraged to fill in appropriate proxy form and send latest 18th July 2025 to the Registrar and Company Secretary Sierra Leone Brewery Limited, especially those who will not find it possible to attend the online meeting.
Hey! Enjoy the new collapse bundle price drop. Now you can get your weekly collapse bundle for 60 leons only on Maxit app. Download the Maxit app now on Play Store or App Store. Install the app and enter your orange number and password. Now follow the simple step here. Open the Maxit app. Next, tap the account. Then select airtime and bundle. Enter the number where you want buy for. Now choose the collapse bundle where you need and the one where go suit you. Finally, type your password. Bam! All things set. Subscribe to the collapse bundle today and enjoy more browsing for small couple.
Orange.
All right, welcome back. The program is still watching the Breakfast Show where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV. And this morning they ask the question, 7 years, how effective the APC don't be as opposition. We get the National Publicity Secretary for the APC party and also Patrick Mada Koma, when are the outgoing PRO for the SLPP North America branch, where they sitting for the national PRO winner Lahai Lawrence Liman. Earlier, before we go for that break, they quickly CD before we can talk to Patrick again. He make mention, say, recently, for President Bill for show inclusiveness in working together with the opposition, invites the APC leadership na Parliament. We go meet with His Excellency the President for discuss issues of governance. That's now one example where Patrick Bingiwi say, then government, the SLPP, open their arms them for work with una.
That is absolutely not true. I mean, when I see the State House communications, the only time where President Bill go call Parliament for talk to them, now he wants me to do something, we're not correct. Like, for example, when everyone pull the Auditor General, then kind instances, then they wouldn't know say not correct. But anything we get for do with waiting go move this country go before, that kind engagement they not day. Look, even when it comes to appointment, certain appointments, then the way the law very clear as to how you for do them. Appointments such as, electoral commissioners, the law very clear say you for consult with all political party leaders. For let you write letter, we not even reach with office, say, oh, I don't appoint this person. Khadija, is that consultation? That is information, not a consultation. So these are some of the basic things, basic things then. We for just make sure with democracy go right. We will for do, we problem not for day, when them they refuse for do, for make sure say we get a constructive dialogue, constructive engagement. You understand? We always they put with cases them across, who say we get the opportunity. Who say we get four of them, all go sit down. Severally, I don't engage in that kind of thing then they, and we always they give alternative to government. Look, even energy. Khadija, for God's sake, we all been in this country. Yes, it may not have been perfect, but there was a time in this country before we hand over to them, brother, we will be to enjoy 24 hours electricity supply in this city. Clearly, when them brother can then decide, in fact, before they can, you also the criticism. Oh, car power this. Oh, the electricity, whether they pay high, oh, car will go reduce her. Indeed. When they can, then go renegotiate, then get a reduction in price with car power. They did. But what did they do? When they come to we the citizens now, they increase the price per week. After we they don't go get reduction to car power, they increase the price. And some of us at that time will raise hell, say APC did not use car power as the primary source of electricity for this city. It was an alternative source. Now, been just stopgap measures. We say will be to get issues with electricity supply, then they go in for fill the gap. Will not be they even get more than 5 megawatts from them at that time. Now we went and signed a contract to say would they pay for 60 megawatts. We not even get the capacity for take all the 60 megawatts. And we were paying $7 million to them with interest. And you know what? They say, oh, that machine away APC left, then difficult for maintain, then difficult for run. But you know how much it cost me for run that machine then monthly? $300,000. So $300,000, $7 million, which one boku? You understand? So these are the things what would they bring out to government where they know they listen and where they suffer we in this country. But now we manage this country before we take her. And we manage and well to the satisfaction of the people of this country. When I come it rest 200, when I esan to over 1 million, when I come it $750, when I esan to more than 3,000.
So inside the past 7 years, the alternative then we say the opposition don't they provide. Anyone the way you go say governments listen and continuity in governance then apply them?
Yeah, the only thing where the man they talk about continuity, and I think the way he feels say that politics. You know the difference between we and the SLPP. All SLPP they think about now how they for stay in power. That's it. Not to how for better this country. Now how they for stay in power. That is why all the activities geared towards waiting we go do for retain power. Not to waiting we go do for advance alone. So that is why even the things that we will tell them we go make this country progress, we go make this country go before, they're not go take them. Instead, they go sweep street. Then they can't tell we say for the first time in the history of Sierra Leone, SLPP don't sweep this street. For them, everything are the first time in the history of Sierra Leone. It is only waiting keep them at power and I then focus on, whilst we focus on waiting to develop the lives of the people of this country.
In Patrick, is it true that una only focus now for do things then we go retain una power, una not focus on governing and bringing the opposition on board?
Thank you very much. And I hope Siona will give me some ample time to, in 2 layers of long conversation, so that we will address some of the dishonest statements them, so that Sierra Leoneans then will know the truth. First of all, I want to let know, say, based on the reason for this conversation, for let know, say, APC no ever now this country throughout the 7 years where they don't spend in opposition and the several years where they get for remaining, maybe they will change, but they don't ever join government in the interest of Sierra Leoneans. One of the biggest things, besides what then they do, then they hide behind faceless protest them. Then they hide behind it, then they push, then they finance them, then they boost them, so that way the trouble for them, they run away. We know that they will not away.
Proof there for sure saying that then they hide behind them protest then they?
Yes.
What's not the proof that we get?
Okay, watch the 8th resolution. The first statement where they put, the one they where they not sell, let them pull them. And the number, the names the way APC send, now 90% now the one them we don't involve in August 8, we August 10, where APC refuse say not to them. Now the one that we involve par coup, this recent coup for overthrow President Bio, where APC denies say they handled the end. Besides, some of them are Kamakwe, where they been born police station, where they been destroy people then. APC then go, they don't go big, not so. They not pull them 10, when not to go there. And every of them one day the way they commit them mayhem. Now APC lawyers then they go stand for them. And we see even after August 10, they go pull them, JFK team up. Where they don't pull some of them. If JFK talk them inside his statement, he say, we are pull them, we are going to McKinney, they can't greet me. So they know what they are doing. And this is destructive to the country. But let's continue again. Because when we they talk as SLPP, they talk with fact. Mr. Tunis, they talk about economy, the boom. Let's not mislead Sierra Leoneans there. APC need for apologize to Sierra Leoneans them for the way how they don't subject this country into hardship. APC, during the bad governance system, time them bring emergency mining companies them. We not the journalists they wanna know. We make London mining in African minerals. Sierra Leoneans, they know they get nothing. 99 years company. It is not believable. When President Bio can what he do? He said this is unfair to the people of Sierra Leone. President Bio fed that case there. APC they handed it under the water. Then go sue the government of Sierra Leone na England. And what did President Bio do? At the end of the day, President Bio suppressed that mining. They stand for the people of Sierra Leone. Now with the benefit. He will not for benefit today. Now with the benefit, government they get 10%. The community they get 1%. And we not see every time we President Bio then get money. We not journalism. I hope we for the player now. We they get the 1% for the community. President Bio they give them checks, especially in the north. Every now and then, every Sierra Leonean knows that. The APC knows that, but then go deny because they don't want the people to feel like for understand what they have been deprived of. They don't want the people to understand what APC have been taken away from them. And we are here to tell them, Minaya, we God they give me an opportunity for become the next national PR for the SLPP. Me. Are they unearth every of those dishonest patterns, those things the way they subject the Sierra Leoneans them into poverty where APC don't do. And we President Bio come, he make sure say he don't bring their minings in there. When they get small thing, the economy they boom. Then this man say the economy will boom, but because something happen, now they do things they were not correct. Then they buy big motor car, married boku woman, go over there and eat with money, carry people them overseas, 50 fatter. Money don't done. They let address another side. I will give you a credit because they do very well anyway for the Ebola because they build some structures, you know. Although yes, they end up for mismanaged resources. Over 5,000 Sierra Leoneans then die. We then promise them see them go give them, they will compensate them. That money they in limbo. But however, they left structures. That's the credit I can give to APC. They left structures, and that structure they, because President Bio in government, now a very powerful government, it get technocrats them, where they put in place for make sure say, then anything where they see where it good for Sierra Leoneans, they let them take them up. They improve and then structures, and then that make way Corona come, Sierra Leone the last country in the whole world will become affected, and will not get fatality reach 200. No. So that tells how President Bio's government was very serious. It always geared towards the health and safety of Sierra Leoneans. And then Mr. Sidi talk about parliament. You see, this is not the dishonesty the way are not like what APC they do. APC they need for repent. They need for go, then go rent in the stadium, let them go gather. Then call then pastor Mambu, then gather them. Then pray for them, then imam them. Because these things they wouldn't do for Sierra Leoneans, then go for remain in opposition for the next several years. APC they set bad precedents. The MP the way he say them pull. The precedent where they set na Kaila. 9, the court follow. We get what we call in judiciary judges' laws, judiciary precedents. Waiting don't happen once. then they follow again. It's not written in the law books, but now precedent, I think they will not happen. The biggest precedent where they don't say for sack vice president illegally. If any government come, a sack vice president within that precedent, they wire then go. They all over the place and they are. So now that parliamentarian them, APC be don't set that precedent during that parliamentary. I don't know his name. You will show me. I'm not Kailan because they want get a Kailan. Where they say no, let we go for election. APC say no. The one we can second because now APC possibly can second. So when the similar situation occur, but they just there for the law, they take it precedence. Why are they crying? That they do the bad thing, they set the bad laws and the bad for operate, then they can become crying babies. And then another very important one here, because I've been jot down so that I don't go forget for address some of them stuff. Then they talk about drugs. Now Lolo they laugh lala. But when we talk about drugs in this country, which party, which government, we don't bring cocaine plane na lunge, then bring a cocaine boku then pack not so sir. That's Kemo Sise, where people then can refer to at the area, people then call Kemo cocaine Sise. Cocaine plane. They brought it in this country live. APC. So sometimes I can say some of them cocaine they don't hide them. Because they be thinking they've been used for campaign where they don't lose. I think them be they try for shift it out a little bit from which I hear from here say. If it is anything to go by, then that's bad. So these are the things. So APC for shame for even bring out them thing. President Bill they work very hard for trample upon drug abuse. And they put structures in place for fighter. We should give him his flower.
Back to the topic of assessing the APC in opposition inside the past 7 years. Your own assessments where you give this morning. The APC don't do due diligence to the people of Sierra Leone in serving in their capacity as an opposition.
They are only serving themselves. They are very egocentric. APC not concerned about Sierra Leoneans. They're concerned about themselves. They're concerned about how they go kind of power. They're concerned about only what they eat. When I watch the MP there, every day they are like, hey, they tell we say then they give you balance money. You don't work for the people there. Then you want to let them pay you. That is corruption. Why should they pay you? You have to work for it. And then very important thing I address now, we talk about wage bill. You know, people they don't understand wage bill. Maybe my brother don't even know what's a wage bill. Maybe you can call and educator. Because me not be university lecturer, I mean teach people, me not educator. Let tell you what's a wage bill. Every country get what they call expenditure and income. Now when every year when they see president they go with a bill na parliament for let them approve them. The wage bill now, wages is what they get, where they earn, how they spend money. Now, how wage bill not go big? Where wage bill big now a country, una for clap, una for glad they say this government they work. Number one of the reasons how the wage bill get for increase, President Bill come with free and quality education. It don't pay for over 2 million Sierra Leoneans, them picking them. We said that money they come on from a consolidated fund. And Salono be ever get consolidated fund, or they might have been job in the eat. Would that director can't eat. MDAs then, or all man they eat, all man get your own bank account. President, you bring all the money into one basket. They call a consolidated fund. Now that means we know about the resources. So what's they happy now? That wage bill, President Bill they pay school fee. President Bill don't employ Sierra Leoneans them a lot. So where even President Bill they employ people they hurt them. So Sierra Leoneans should not be employed. Where they not employ the government. So this is how we say the wage bill increase. They might not be they do free and quality education. So what's how you go think say they for pull money? They not be able to explain to we. Who said they go with money? What they can't tell we austerity. Anybody will go school when I go know this man know what's not austerity. We Google them. And they encourage Sierra Leoneans them. We all get phone. We all get internet. When I Google austerity, why austerity? Now because of economic mismanagement, they don't do the money. They might have done all.
President building into in 7th year. 3 more years for him. 2028, the elections here. How open is the SLPP for put everything behind them and bring the APC on board for ensure say una deliver on una manifesto promises and President Bill for left tangible legacy then?
President Bill get a lot of legacies where they left. When they hang up upon during the next election, if at that next election, what will they do? Now developmental presentation will they do, not a campaign. Let APC can tell we. From where they can this country, from 19 over 40 years, what they done, what did they do? sustainability, sustainable development. The level self can do, we show we own. Not to focus say with the fetal, we they go kill Posio, we not agree with equity. If you do the law, then my brother, at least section 16 of the 1991 Constitution, it prohibits you for engaging into all the violence in the way the council. So please, Abig, we'll want you around. Don't do that.
Is that enough for present? You see, when they present
developmental presentation now for
the people of Sierra Leone.
Oh yes.
Are you convinced? Say with them presentation and the people then go buy the ideas of the SLPP again?
Of course.
With all waiting they happen now.
Like waiting.
Issues of hardship, issues of energy crisis, issues of high bills, all of this. Citizens they grumble say, una in governance for the past 7 years, una not able for deliver on una manifesto promises.
Okay, after the first 5 years, after President Bill bring this free and quality, this human capital development, because not only free and quality, human capital development get 3 phases. You get to talk about employment, get to talk about the health, they get to talk about agriculture. When it began, and within the next year, within President Bill bring, where they might have been the hard, I say, we're angry, they not get no alternative means. They not ever can tell when I say, we're angry, now this we go do. But then go begin cost mommy cost, now they don't can popularize them. Now mommy cost party, then they sing out, then they dance. So now, President Bill will come. It don't create, it don't establish a next policy programs we call the Big 5 agenda. How many APC, then they get APC warriors there. I can see the trade, then the gym, then the waka. How many of them they don't create farms? For say, we localities them. When government bring policies, now an umbrella thing, forgive and like an eye opener to citizenries. You will get your local NGO, you will get your CBO, when are the community-based organization where you register through your councils, when I go form them small thing, when I go create forms, when I survive through that. So that is what President Bill, that structure I don't develop.
The question where I ask, enough for present to the people and say, now this we don't do. Una get evidence them, una go point out. For convince Sierra Leonean again for vote on a party for the 3rd term.
Yes.
All right.
It's not 100% enough because people not get for be satisfied all the time. Even the one we get beaucoup, it need more economists than they say. So less alone we get an opposition where they not get plan. They don't understand how for be policy. They not get. They demonstrate and they never can tell una say we una vote for we na they plan this.
All right.
They don't go time.
Let we bring in Sidi Yaya Tunis Alhaji. You don't listen to Patrick. Him believe say una not even good for this country. Una not even get plans for present to the people them. And also wait and come for talk elections. Then get a whole presentation where go convince the people of Sierra Leone for let them vote them back for the 3rd term, una continue for the in opposition.
Let God help them. Let God help them. You know, Patrick, them very lucky for Les Sidoyanda right now they talk as, you know, somebody where they represent the governing party, PRO, a lucky for all that title they right now. Based on the circumstances, I make us say, let God help her. And the dream, say after 2028, it go hold that same title there, no? It's over, my friend. Just from basic, waiting self you talk, you don't even know what you talk about. But I'll come back and point some things then to you. There has always been consolidated funds in this country. Always. Waiting you try for give credit to yourself or to President Bill. Now waiting we call Treasury single account. We're not on a creation. That was created under the APC by Dr. Kefala Mara. Right? And we want to implement wrongly right now. The way how been created, how it's supposed to function, and not a function so because we are not implementing the way it should have been implemented. So that was never your creation. So that now one of the novelties of the APC, we inherit, we don't want to give credit to the APC too. the issue of consolidated funds, they always done the consolidated funds, now only government accounts who side and they pay all public servants them and civil servants them from. Now the consolidated account. The one where they try for talk about when are the treasury single account, when are the one pot.
I'm glad you catch them up. And that was a slip of tongue.
No,
I agree because don't take it because you don't get nothing for defense. You want to grab onto something with a genuine error.
So you be misinformed?
No, I did not misinform. That was
you see, don't they talk about you know university lecturer.
No, but listen,
you are educate me. So now so you be
single treasury account.
Now so you be the do slip of tongue by your students then at university.
We know they talk about students and university. We they talk about
you can't block.
You know get we they talk about how President Bill don't what President Bill don't do for.
You talk about university lecturer this that.
You know why you know what to
educate you.
I agree because that is how honest SLPP is.
That's why you do slip of tongue by your student then at university.
So you don't agree say
interrupt
so you don't agree say we are not able to form single treasury account. That is good. No, I'm happy for that.
It's been on there in existence for a very long time.
So the consolidated fund, the consolidated fund the President Bill bring. Okay, single treasury account we don't do. The consolidated fund the President Bill now in bring. Would I bring her?
Paddy man, you don't understand governance.
Would I bring consolidated fund?
We host
They didn't bring it.
We host Dr. Kelfala Mara last week.
Well,
he was the Minister of Finance. We confirm say during in tenure the consolidated fund.
They get evidence to that. Why did they not implement it?
President.
No, that's the question. Why did they not implement it if they did it?
Consolidated fund.
It's because they still wanted to be stealing our money.
All right, particularly we allow.
So that's the question. Why did you not implement it? If you created it,
Mr. Tunis, if you don't, you.
Yeah.
So I just become clarified and I'm glad that
this was agreed. In fact, as Minister of Tourism, my ministry now one of the ministry that will be pilot the treasury single account. You know, because we know they just do things with jump. Like how they bring free education, they not try, they just bring it and now it's not working. Education is far more expensive now than it has ever been at this country. Go ask any parent waiting at the education expenses right now. You know, when APC been there, not only that will be the GSLG, we also been pay 75% of college tuition for all students there, and also we been pay 100% tuition for all female students the way they offer sciences. So this idea of free quality education, not to today start. It started with President Kaba, President Kromakam, adopt some amount of it. They were kind of poil. Today, education is far more expensive. Go to university and ask them if they afford. They're not able to afford because all of what will be they do for them for boost them up, they don't can pull them. Now what they do, then put student loan per them. In a country whose employment very low for students the way they graduate from college, before even you come out college now you get debts now yet. You come on a college back, you not get job for begin pay that debt stay. So you're indebted. So that is the kind of progress where they refer to themselves progressive. But you know, I always they insist, we are people-centered driven party. With policies based on things that what they do for ensure say we better people their lives. And they talk about Big Five. Khadija, for God's sake, when we don't begin for a about cultivation of rice, from the first time, Tomabom, you remember 500 hectares of rice they get for cultivate, employ 11,000 people with that project. They ever complete? They even do the first irrigation self? No. First time, anybody who appoint minister, they all for do farms. How many ministers get farm? You get farm? No, they don't get. So it's just talk. Can't sit down, talk, big talk. Where you go, actually, nothing, you know, they see, absolutely. You know, they see nothing. Go to the provinces. I always they tell people, the way how many they assess, me and person, we always the upline. During the APC time, because we pay so much emphasis, we go now every community we establish what we call agricultural development banks. Now every community will be they give seeds, will be they give fertilizers. So people then will be they do their farming, they move from that subsistence farming to commercial farming. They do their farming, then they sell, then they put their money then at that bank. Government, they support them with seeds and fertilizers regularly. It improve your agriculture to a point that when you dey drive, you dey see so many of we local produce then a road. Till they go, you know they see much. Why? Because people not even able for afford waiting and they eat. So waiting and they produce now, it don't go back to waiting be there when our subsistence farming. Then they produce now for eat, not to for sell again. So these are all things.
Put you on the spot. Patrick say, una na the APC, una not get nothing for show the people of Sierra Leone when it comes to election. Una not even good for the country, for govern this country.
If we're not,
how? What is una tangible them? Where una they can give for counter the presentation? Where Patrick say na presentation then for can make
developmental.
Now some of them are deep I talk to so right now.
What una get for show as a better alternative?
I just they tell you just now about where we left education in terms of how much assistance will be the key and even how much improvement in terms of how education be in a saloon. We were doing very well, Khadija. For example, when it comes to education, because of how we clean up the education systems, may God give Dr. Minkailu back good road. They be they laugh and oh, it don't take too long for Dreb ghost teachers. But
just one for
yeah,
us.
but it helped us. We grades they improve.
Better than it's in there now.
Oh, far better.
Now public schools. Education, school feeding
far
program.
Better. Now the time this way picking and they go sit exam, then they get grades for subject the way they not sit. Yes. Picking out the sit subject and they go get one panel. You go see one picking get 10 A's, 10 ones, 5 ones, 2, 3 ones per subject the way you don't ever sit. You understand? Picking and they sit worse exams. Then they go college. The university been get for introduce another entrance exam for picking the way they get worse. Because why? Then they sit worse, then they get all these A's. So where then go up university, they're not able to perform.
Waiting on they tell Sierra Leoneans.
That, then why I don't take we backwards in terms of every aspect of waiting we left.
So what you go say to somebody who go say both SLPP and APC not good for the country?
No, but that not possible. Probably too young. That is why it is good that you invite us. We come here and explain. Because we tell they explain so. Picking don't take 7 years na university under them wire. Then one and they don't ever know say APC been they pay 75% of tuition for university students there. So they get for believe any lie with they wire they tell them. There are not be no say APC be they pay SLG. APC be they pay 100% tuition for them one day. Where female students the way they offer sciences, so then go believe whatever they will tell them. So unless and until we continuously come like how they do so for explain to them, make them understand, say we can go back to those glorious days of the APC where mommy they go born a hospital, not get for worry about how much it costs them, and not get for worry about blood because enough blood in a hospital. Electricity supply there now, even the community health centers them not to like now when a big talk no more, then they can't tell you say we get the best health system and we cannot even afford IV fluid in some of these hospitals in our districts.
Based on what you don't say this morning as the APC role in the opposition, you think so na the right footing for take on anybody we go for succeed President Bill come 2028, the APC go able for defeat anybody with the SLPP go give?
I promise the people of this country that the APC they present a candidate we not only experience, we not only know how for change all of the ills that they face, so but we're ready from day one. We step into the office, ready, know waiting for do, know how for transform this country. And I also want to say this, because I hear a lot of statements. Let me be clear on this, and I'll call on President Bill. 2028, you are not running. You have a responsibility as president for ensure, say, this country continue for be peaceful. this country continue for remain peaceful, and this country get a peaceful transition, just like how you come in 2018, you experience a peaceful transition. We expect, say, 2028, you go guarantee we, and you go ensure, say, we get a peaceful transition.
See, sending these messages to President Bio, what do you fear?
Because I hear the statements the way people they make.
Like what are they?
People where they run for offices, you just hear Patrick. When I ever see the opposition for there, people they talk about war, people they talk about this. We are focused. We know that we get waiting the people of this country desire. We know that when we get for present with Manifesto to the people of Sierra Leone, they will buy it and they are going to vote overwhelmingly for the APC. That is why we are saying, ensure, say, the people of this country get what they want, we get a peaceful transition, and we get a government where the people of this country go vote for 2028.
Quickly, Patty, you don't listen to CD. They want a smooth transition. And according to President Bio, they run again. If for ensure, say, it creates a level playing field for the SLPP, the APC, and whoever party get for contest, for let them get a free and fair elections.
President Bio is always democratic. Nadame will call him the father of democracy. Not only the father, even in West Africa, he was the chairman for African Peer Review, and now he's the chairman for ECOWAS. That test, and we have been the non-permanent, we don't get the non-permanent seat in the United Nations, all this as a result of President in democratic credentials than we get. And I'll tell you one thing, APC not for the calm, cry, naya. Let them tell Sierra Leoneans the truth. President Bio, because it knows, it believes, for far too long, opposition, then way then they go, or parties, then way then they go into elections, then they get a lot of complaints. This they say they rogue me. Now President Bio say no. Let us develop a structure. We go review the electoral laws in this country. That's a legacy. That's an asset in the left for Sierra Leoneans then. For Lord Sisi, he's not only ready, he's not only prepared, but willing, and he don't demonstrate for make sure say everything go fair. Another electoral review where APC they all go palm, where they part of that tripartite, where they can mislead them people and say then go for go count results, where they know say that's not part of what they call, and if for review result not also then they go. So President Bio don't do them, and that structure they have it. So why they can't complain? Let them go explain the electoral laws the way they don't review it. President Bio don't set, it don't involve them. So you see how President Bio they engage them. You see how inclusive he is. You see how they dialogue with them, how they involve them into important things. But the problem here is they are not telling their people the truth. Because the responsibility in the parliament or as an opposition, now for go explain, say, hey, President Bio don't do well, they don't change the election laws, they don't bring you in our order together. I don't know, Richard Conte them, and you know, most of the APC, they will be the part of the committee. They have never said it, but I hope they will talk. So that are one of the things where every Australian have to be proud of. So no more that rogue way them have been do not go happy again.
So moving forward, the 7 year where the APC don't take na power as a ruling government, what you go advise the APC for they do moving forward in terms of them serving in a capacity as opposition and getting the voice of the people be heard, and also to the government honor the ruling. What do you get for the APC?
I would advise they say, let them appreciate the government for the emergency mining policies we bring austerity, we damage we economy, we President Bio don't revive. Let them tell the president thank you and explain to the people. I would advise and say, let them join the government, let them tell parents and say, this government don't do well, and they appreciate the government for the free and quality education. The Toma Boom sideway they talk, that was a pilot phase. And now we don't develop any full-blown big five. That pilot phase, maybe this man knows it, let them tell the people that say it was a pilot phase with Toma Boom. Now they don't count with the big five. Let them say, Bodualo go make for your farm. So that we see now APC farm this. And then also, they advise and say, that destructive statements them. Then we will bring problems. Sierra Leoneans, they don't suffer too much. We don't need fet. At the advisor, let APC go develop alternative means. When President Bio be the camp 2018, what did he do? What did he do? When President Bio be the camp,
Western area all.
when you know say APC don't poto, it can with human capital development. a count solution to the education we then destroy. A count solution say I dey pay them picking school fee. I dey create accessibility. I go make sure say I dey bring school feeding. I go make sure say I go bring munafa money they get. So let APC I dey teach them, would they encourage them, please. Let them make alternative means. For Kahala, we angry been there. The hungry now we for more war meet hungry. But President Bio design the big five.
Field. Government said for create a level playing field because they asked for and just not say they asked President Bio say 2028 elections let ensure say the transition period be peaceful. Una ready for create this level playing field?
The man they know say they have it. They have the election law where they don't review to get another level playing field.
It is a yes or no answer.
No, I just therefore substantiate me answer inside the same
you
thing.
You don't listen to the.
So that's the level playing field. They have it. So let them go play.
CD said and get good policies or good messages, or then go put to the people of Sierra Leone for let them see the APC as a better alternative to the SLPP, but then just want a level playing field.
But I don't know what it mean by level play. Maybe you want to explain that because what it mean by level playing field, we don't give them, and they know they are part of it. The election laws.
Why, if we not give them, why so many complain up till now? They not agree for accept 2023 result.
Well, let them go court. Now court they not to them go can't talk. Now court. Then go there. You not accept them go there.
Thank you very much. Well, that's now Patrick Madakoma in the outgoing PRO for the SLPP North America branch. We're sitting for the National Publicity Secretary Lahai Lawrence Lima, who was supposed to forget this morning as soon as Tunis supposed for there. But this morning, it called say get an emergency, so mother step in for him. Now they end the breakfast show. Many thanks to the Tunis as always for coming. I talk about issues that we get for do to na party. And now they end the breakfast show. Musa Sao Koma and Samuel Thomas and then support the production team for let this edition reach you. Mina Khadija Bangura, they say continue for watch Liberty TV throughout the day as we get very interesting conversation them where they bring on topics that we get for do national issues. Now Liberty TV no more go get some kind of conversation there. So Mina Khadija Bangura, they say have a blessed day.
All right, and till we meet again, Mabel Kabade say get a peaceful week and goodbye.
Develop city, then clean, all clean city, develop.
This is Yvonne Akisoya, Mayor of Freetown. And today, I want to talk to Freetonians about sanitation. We objective, transform Freetown, transforming lives. We not go able to achieve them if we all not join hands. Freetown City Council get role, but every Freetonian also get responsibility. Let me start first with the fact say FCC with the sweep 110 major streets every single morning from Monday to Saturday. But when we don't sweep the streets, if Freetonians then come and they continue for heap dirty in the street, in order to make the place look fine. Now make we get them litter bins them. The yellow bins we wanna go see around. So when you waka, you drink from your water bottle, your water plastic, you eat your packets on tin, not even a ground where you done. Make sure say you put on one of them bins then they. That litter bin they, in order for you host dirty. You know mean say if you pack you host dirty, you can pin her next to the bins them. Not to the idea that. Not give you host dirty to the one where the Allah say clean salon, clean salon. No say that dirty way they collect now you host. In order for Karango, now the one of the two official sites. In order Karango Kisi Bome, in order Karango King Tom Bome. It turns so it left on the ground. And now we council get a problem, but you self get a problem because now front somebody else in Domot, your own dirty don't end up. So wait you for do with you host dirty. We get the one then a council when we don't certify. So then approved waste providers. Then they on tricycles, some of them they not vehicle. You will get host, you will get business, you in a hospital, institution, everybody for make sure say their waste collected by an approved FCC waste collector. We get the tricycle groups, we get the companies, so you go see them around. We will engage with them on a regular basis. And wait till we go do now as we come into this new year. Now for make sure say FCC stand behind them for you for no side and day and for let them self go to you so that we no go get that gap. When you eat dirty in a gutter, it end up na Lumley Beach, Toke Beach. All the tourism ambition where we get for the city, we lost that potential there. FCC, they spend boku money on dirty business. The fuel, the labor, the vehicle maintenance, the spare parts, the night operations, the illegal dump site clearing where we get for the do every now and then. All that boku money. I'm not gonna say we're not gonna spend anything, but we're going to reduce some. If Fritonians then do the right thing. Because we're not gonna get for go clear illegal dump sites. We're not gonna get for sweep as many streets and spend as long. So if we reduce that money we spend now on dirty business, we go able put some on development. We all want for improving municipal schools. We want improve the markets them. We want for let we see new developments at the city. That money we will use for dirty business. You and while we all make up with mind. Pay.
You are watching Liberty Breakfast Show on Liberty Online TV.